This radio program is PG-13. Parents strongly caution some material may be inappropriate for children under the age of 13.
The following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Arizona, Brother Mike is back on the radio. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. Thank you for tuning in. Today's Bible study, hot for teacher. Oh no. Here we go again. Idaho this time. Hey, will you call somebody and tell them the radio program's on while I make some announcements? Thanks for helping me out. Appreciate that. This is Brother Mike. I'm the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center. We're downtown, 15th Avenue, south of Osborne Road, the red brick building. On the website, HardcoreChristianity.com, we have our services listed. We have live services, Thursday and Friday nights, teaching, healing, deliverance, everything. It's also broadcast on our YouTube live stream, youtube.com/House of Healing AZ. You can watch it every Thursday and Friday night or on tape delay. When you go to the website, you can sign up for one of our free seminars. Don't forget our Zoom deliverance service every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. You can connect with that also on the website. The children's deliverance services are held quarterly. Please bring your children for prayer and deliverance. Don't forget about Sister Karen. She's on the home page of the website, and she will be happy to list your house for sale. She loves working with born-again Christians. Thank you, by the way, for all the referrals you sent her. Much appreciated. And, I have a monthly deliverance training class you can sign up for, fourth Saturday of every month at noon. Also, send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com. I will send you the miracle healing and deliverance list, a step-by-step process you go through to be healed and delivered if you are not able to come to the Deliverance Center. Hot for teacher. Yeah. Idaho. They're at it. Big time. Folks, in the last days, as you know, and we're in the last days, we're in the pre-tribulation right now. The tribulation itself is only a few years away. This thing's coming down on us quick. But the Bible teaches that in 2 Peter chapter 2, these sinful, lustful people will become Christians and they will enter the church. But they will not have any desire to become disciples. They'll just want to stay Christians, and as a result of that, they won't go through deliverance, and they will bring their sinful, unsaved life into their now sinful Christian life. And here's how Peter described it, 2 Peter chapter 2, quote, "They will have their eyes full of adultery, and they cannot cease from sin." Now that means that they're addicted to sin. They can't stop it, like being addicted to drugs or alcohol. They will beguile, that means to, obviously fool or trick, unstable souls with hearts that they have exercised with covetous practices. They have cursed children which have forsaken the right way and gone astray. Isaiah 59 will become a reality in our society and in our churches. Here's what the great prophet said, quote, "No one calls for justice, nor does any plead for truth. They trust in empty words and they speak lies. They conceive evil and bring forth iniquity. They hatch vipers' eggs and weave the spider's web. He who eats of their eggs dies, and from that which is crushed a viper breaks out." He's talking about our society and the corruption that we are going to face in the last days. 2 Timothy chapter 3. "In the last days perilous times shall come." That's the Greek word kalipos. It means dangerous. It says, "For men shall be lovers of themselves, covetous, lovers of pleasure, more than lovers of God, Jesus warned born-again Christians about missing the rapture. Luke chapter 21, Jesus himself said, quote, "Take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts are overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness, the cares of this life, so that that day comes upon you unaware. For as a snare it shall come upon all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch therefore, and pray always that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, so you can stand before the Son of Man." Can you believe it? Utterly amazing that Christians can miss the rapture and have to go through the tribulation. Isn't that remarkable? Well, this corruption and lust is running amok in our society. It's already started. In Idaho, of all places, teachers are having affairs with their students. Mountain View High School in 2018, a teacher there named Rebecca Mason Kalis, she was 26 years old, she got convicted and had to register as a lifetime sex offender after having sex 6 times with one of her students. She was a German and history teacher. In Idaho, at the Technical Careers High School in Bonneville Joint School District 93, a teacher named Patrick Todd Smith, he was 51, this just happened a year or two ago, had an affair with one of his female students in Idaho Falls. Again, last year, a teenage girl said she thought she found a father figure in someone, one of her teachers. His name was Jeff Ransom. Jeff Ransom was a former teacher and basketball coach at Eagle High School. He took advantage of her and had an affair with her. In Idaho, this was also in American Falls, Idaho, Zena Galleria had to go to jail. She was 23 years old. She had sex with one of her male students who was 16 at the time. Well, guess what? It's happened again. In Los Gatos, California, a South Bay mother has been charged for hosting secret teen parties with alcohol and sex. She was arrested. 47-year-old woman. Her name is Shannon O'Connor. She would buy alcohol for her son and have him invite his teenage friends over. They would have drunken house parties at her home. She would encourage sex acts among the teens, sometimes non-consensual. In other words, they would force the girls to participate, and she would watch. They were secret parties because Shannon O'Connor would tell the kids, don't tell your parents, don't let anybody know about them, because they'll put a stop to them. Many of the kids at her house would get so drunk they would pass out in their own vomit. Can you imagine that? She got charged with 39 criminal counts, including felony child abuse, sexual assault, and providing alcohol to minors. When the cat's away, the mice will play. But in Los Gatos, the cat was part of the group. Some of the kids came forward and told what was happening. They ratted on her. Then several of them gave testimonies and had to be provided counseling services and therapy. And the district attorney revealed all the details about this case, and people were absolutely stunned. They were shocked that something like this could happen. In one New Year's Eve party at O'Connor's house, 5 14-year-olds got drunk and raped another student, a girl, in bed. They all took turns. They ran a train on her in front of everybody. Can you imagine that? This actually happened. This just happened. She just got arrested. In addition, O'Connor would use Snapchat or text teens, inviting them over in the middle of an orgy at her house. In addition, O'Connor worked for a company called Aruba Networks, where she embezzled over $120,000 in unauthorized charges on the company credit card to support the parties and buy booze and so on. In the you can't make this up department, Aruba Networks is a internet security firm. Yeah. She cleaned him out for $120,000. What's going on here? The prophet Isaiah hit it right on the head. They trust in empty words and they speak lies. That's exactly what we're facing nationwide in America with the COVID-19 and the vaccine and the quarantine and the mask hoaxes. This is all a total hoax. It's not real. The mask hoax is fake. The politicians, the Hollywood elites, they do not wear masks. They want the peons like you and I to wear masks. They don't wear masks. They know they don't work. It's a joke. It's a farce. It's a hoax. The vaccine hoax is a complete lie, total lie. They're just speaking lies. Our society is deteriorating into a vat of gasping immorality. Teachers routinely having sex with students. Lies about COVID-19. The whole thing was a lie. Supernaturally, in 2020, the flu disappeared. Well, it didn't disappear. They just used every flu case, coded it COVID. Every death, coded it COVID, no matter what happened. If you got run over by a truck, it was a COVID death. This is all about money. It's all about lies. It's all about hoaxes. This thing is not real. It's not really happening. The virus is real, but the entire reaction to it is an absolute fraud. And immorality is sinking. And the prophet Isaiah said, "He who eats of the eggs of their lies dies." And that's exactly what they're doing. This is a systematic attempt to kill us through depopulation and sexual immorality. And it's going to get worse.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.